Home support, yeah, there's a lot of it here. 38,000 fans on hand for our ball game. A game changer, Alex Rios. We're going to get to see if he can change this game today. Happy to be with you. Our broadcast of 2K Sports Major League Baseball. And the starting pitcher will be Gavin Floyd. Steve, as he gets into this Cleveland lineup, what's he looking at?
Well, a good right-handed pitcher on the mound right here facing this lineup that can score some runs. It's going to be critical for him to keep the ball down to the zone and pitch to his capabilities. If he does that, he should have success.
Lineup for the Indians. We'll take a look, courtesy of Pepsi. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, Shin-Soo Choo's a guy, when you look at this lineup, is starting to produce some power for this team. He's a guy who has a great left-handed stroke. I tell you what, there's a different sound when that ball comes off his bat than most players can make. That shows he's got some pop. Let's see him produce today.
Grady Sizemore at the plate. Last outing for the White Sox proved to be a win. In charge here in this series, a chance to sweep 3-0 if they can get the win against Cleveland. At the belt, Floyd kicks and throws. First pitch is a big curveball in there, 0-1. So going back to that last victory, a home win, 10 innings. Good way to end it.
Well, fitting way to end that game, yes, but it did take the extra innings, but they will take it.
Good patience. Grady Sizemore letting that one go by for a ball and an even count. 250 is average last season against the White Sox at U.S. Cellular Field. Slider just off the black that time, 2-1.
Well, made good contact in the game last night with 4 hits and getting the good part of the bat to the ball.
Here's the 2-1. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And he's aboard. And a moment to check out the defensive alignment for the White Sox. Scouting these fielders. Steve.
Well, they're confident with Alex Rios out there. Just a solid all-around defender with a strong throwing arm. He's a quality defensive player.
And Cabrera settles in.
Sizemore has that impact speed. They've got to keep an eye on him. He's going to impact this game.
We'll see Konerko holding him in there. Fastball runs inside, 1-0. And now Floyd with the 1-0 delivery. And as Asdrubal Cabrera with a swing and a miss for a strike and an even count. He deals. There's a called strike on the outer half, and it's 1-2.
Coming off a good ball game last night, picking up 2 hits in that one.
That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. 1 down.
Well, look here at last year in the American League and where the Indians ranked compared to everybody else. 7th in batting average, 7th in hits, and they were in the top 10 in runs. An offense that was relentless, that ability to continue to put the pressure on the opposition and take pressure off their own pitching staff.
It's going to be Laporta now. Batting .250 lifetime, 3-for-12 record against the White Sox. And it's 0-1. Floyd getting him to look at that one.
Well, one area the Chicago White Sox are looking to see some improvement over 2009 is their team defense has got to get better.
The right center makes its way through for a single. Sizemore on his way to third. Now the White Sox defensively, 113 errors, second worst in the American League. You are not going to win baseball games when you're giving up all those extra chances and outs.
Well, no, not in that division and not in any division, especially in the American League where the DH is so prevalent, because the more at-bats you let these good hitters get, the top of the order, the middle of the orders, you keep turning the lineup over by making errors, the more chance your pitchers are going to give up a lot of runs. And that's what happened to this Chicago White Sox team in 2009.
Swing and a hot shot, and it's picked up. So Chu is retired, and Sizemore comes home.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Chicago White Sox and see how they ranked. 6th in home runs, 6th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position, getting a lot of clutch base hits, and that's a great stat for a team that wants to win ball games.
Here's Johnny Peralta now with the RBI opportunity. Now this offense, Steve, it's on the move, and now they'll try and carry this on in the ball game.
Well, they've staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, you start to anticipate maybe a healthy bit of run support coming in this game. Taps this one foul to the right. That one's too low. Floyd missing on that.
Gary, they're taking advantage of some early pitching mistakes. You have to do that because you never know if those mistakes are going to happen later in the game. Take advantage of the opportunities.
Here's the pitch. And Johnny Peralta swinging through it is gone. Early pressure being put on. A run over in the first. Cleveland's out in front, 1-0. And out on the mound, we'll see Aaron Laffey. He'll get the start for Cleveland. As he gets into this White Sox lineup, Steve, a little strategy.
Well, pretty even matchup right here. A lineup that does struggle, but a pitcher that struggles at times as well. And the fact that he's a left-hander on the mound may give him a little bit of an advantage with the movement on his pitches. But I think he's going to need run support to have success to win a ball game.
And Pierre ready for the first pitch. Swings and misses. The sinker, 0-1. Over his career, a .265 hitter off the Indians. Strike two. Pierre now has got to be careful, but a good punch hitter.
Always good coming off a 3-hit game the night before and gives you some confidence coming into today's game.
Hot shot towards the hole. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit. Lineup for the White Sox. Let's take a look. It is courtesy of Pepsi. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, the potential's there for Alex Rios to be a productive hitter. So let's see if he can provide some offense for his team today because they're going to need it.
And a runner on for Alexei Ramirez. This is his third year.
Gary, this is where Juan Pierre's speed becomes a major factor in the game. He can really run.
He swings now and really hit that. One away. Chance to check out the Indians around the diamond on their defense. Highlight, Steve, for these fielders.
Gary, one of the highlights for this defense is Shin Soo Choo in the outfield. He can run the ball down. He gets it in quickly with a very strong arm.
Now Paul Konerko batting with a runner on first.
Well, Paul Konerko just put together another solid season. He's never going to be a guy that hits for a great average, .265, but he's a run producer in the middle of that lineup. 28 home runs, 88 RBIs in 152 games.
Back there in deep left center. This one to Sizemore. Able to glide over. Not much of a problem on that one. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Indians. They wrap up the Chicago series today. Following that, they'll be on the road to play the Tigers and one of the game's best hitters, Miguel Cabrera. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. After that, they host the Rangers for a series at home. So not too bad a schedule for them coming up. They'll be looking for some W's. And runner on, Carlos Quinton will hit. He has not hit well in this matchup. 188 against the Indians. Here's the pitch. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Strike two. Now with no balls, 2 strikes, Quinton needs to protect that strike zone.
Well, his last game came so close to hitting for the cycle. Got the home run and the single and double, but unfortunately just couldn't come up with a triple.
And that half inning finished with a strikeout. Nice work. That's Aaron Laffey. Works his way out of the first inning without allowing anyone to score. And we'll see the Indians next. Playing under some nice weather today, at least cool weather. Still need to keep those pitching hands warmed up, though. And it'll be Valbuena standing in to hit. He'll start us out here in the second. At the belt, Floyd kicks and throws. That swung on and grounded up the middle. And so Valbuena is retired.
Left fielder, number 23.
And Bradley's in the box.
Guys, coming off of a game last night, a little bit disappointing. A couple of strikeouts, and he just expanded the strike zone and chased pitches off the plate.
Swing and a line drive. And that's through a base hit. The throw is not in time, and he's on.
right fielder,
That brings up Austin
number
Kearns.
25, Austin
Well, with
Kearns.
one out here and a guy on first base, the last thing you want to do is hit into a double play. Let's see if he can stay away from that. Well, Gavin Floyd, again, another pretty solid season for the Chicago White Sox in 2009.
Hit on the ground towards second. He picks it up. Too late, and he is safe at second. Now Cleveland, here's the chance they want.
Number 30.
Really don't know who Gavin Floyd is or how good he's going to be. He's at a point now in his career where it's time to show whether or not he is the star that the White Sox think he's going to be.
When he was drafted in the first round by the Phillies out of Baltimore, they thought he was going to be a #1 starter. Just hasn't panned out that way. The Phillies, actually, some people in that organization thought he would never be an effective.
Line softly to center field. That looks like a single. Now here he comes, heading for home. And he scores. Cleveland continuing to deliver big offense.
24. Grady Sizemore.
Oh, he lights that ball up in the zone. He can see it well. He just pounds it for a base hit and driving in a run.
And this is called manufacturing runs the old-fashioned way.
Now, there's so many different ways to do it. Lump the base hits together.
Ball one. And Grady Sizemore up. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup, just stay in charge. Right now they are.
Gary, we just saw quality at bat right there. He got the job done. When he got his pitch, he knew what to do with it, and he delivered.
And he watches the outside pitch from Floyd for a ball. As Ralph Kiner, our old buddy, used to say, you know, good at bats is one where you get production, and that's what they got right there.
Yeah, but he's also the guy who said you can't win the game unless you take the lead.
And Grady Sizemore strikes out, couldn't make contact.
Well, they went away right there, and he put a pretty good swing on it, but just couldn't quite make contact. He's walking back to the dugout now.
Osdrubel gets the RBI chance. 2 down. Runners at first and second. And he starts Cabrera out. Strike one. Floyd gets him swinging. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike. Asdrubal Cabrera is going to have to take a defensive stance here. Asdrubal Cabrera, he's unable to move that bat, and that is going to be strike 3. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. Indians up 2. And Beckham's in the box.
Second baseman, number 15, Jordan Beckham.
Swing and a rocket toward short. That's one away. There'll be more coming your way next Wednesday. It'll be Alex Rodriguez. And the New York Yankees, they play host to the Los Angeles Angels. Game time is 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to that matchup. I mean, that's got a chance to be one heck of a ball game.
1 out, and Alex Rios at the plate.
Well, if you want to make a run at the playoffs and win a division title, you have to be competitive within your division, and that's just something the Indians did not do in 2009.
Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. For the Indians against their own division, they were 12 games under 500, including a really disastrous season. Hit hard to second. Valbuena. So Rios is sent down.
Number 12.
Going to be Brzezinski.
Made a major contribution for his club offensively in the game last night with a home run, and they love that sort of offensive production.
Base is empty with 2 outs. Pitch on the way. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1. He's 1 for 3 off Aaron Laffey. And that's a strike. A.J. Brzezinski now behind in the count. Defensive stance at the plate.
Well, a great pitch and a great strike right there to get that pitch down and away. Look, if you can throw it out there consistently, you keep doing it, you're going to have a lot of success.
And so Aaron Laffey gets him 1-2-3. He's off to a commanding start. And we'll see the Indians next. A bit of sunshine, a few clouds floating around. That's the weather-wise situation here today. It's going to be Laporta now. He's going to start the third here. Now Brzezinski sets up. And Floyd unable to find the strike zone. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses and he falls behind 2-0. That fastball is by him that time. 2-1. Big swing and a miss as he put all he had into that one, but he takes the count to 2-2. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count. Three-two on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1 out.
Oh, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
Chu into the batter's box. One out, nobody on. First pitch on the way. Swung on, hit softly, line to left. And that'll put you on first. Safe at first, very late throw. It's going to bring up Johnny Peralta.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now with 1 out, let's see if they try to move him along.
1 out, runner on at first. At the belt, Floyd kicks and throws. Slider just misses. 1-0. That a swing and a miss by Peralta, and that'll knock the count up. It's hit foul by Peralta. And good eye there by Johnny Peralta to even the count. At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ball line towards the hole. And it's through. Credit Peralta, base hit. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Oh, this is great patience at the plate. He lets the ball get deep in on the plate, comes in toward his hands, keeps his hands inside the ball and drives it the other way.
You make yourself a whole different ball player if you can take the ball the other way as he just did. And the pitch out, nothing doing that time. And now Floyd with the 1-0 delivery. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Swung on and hit this one to Pierre. That's 2 gone.
At the plate.
Season is shaping up now. Look at the White Sox. They wrap up this series with Cleveland today. And after that, they'll be home against the Twins. They have to deal with Joe Mauer and the rest of that lineup. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That's a 3-game series. And they'll take on the Blue Jays, led by the power of Vernon Wells. A team that will definitely give them a competitive series. 2 men on and 2 men out. Here's the first pitch. Cutter just misses. 1-0. Let's the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
He's just popping that glove with that 4-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
At the belt, Floyd kicks and throws. Look out, and that ran in and got him.
Well, the ball just sailed away from him, couldn't control it, and outloads the bases.
That'll bring Austin Kearns up. And when you got the bases loaded like this is the opportunity you look for in a game. It may not come again.
Well, when you have a lead, you want to keep adding to it. A big opportunity here to spread the margin.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now.
Gary, as we saw the hit by pitch, now the base is loaded and so much pressure on this pitcher.
That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. And he's going to head for second. Can't get him. The run scores on the error.
Well, he boot that one, and obviously leading to a run scored right there, so you can't make those kind of mistakes and still win ball games.
Comes set, now the 1-1. That's cut on a miss, 1-2. And I think, Steve, we take a look now and see whether or not he can regain his composure on the mound in this situation.
And the manager's got to be watching closely here, because when he starts hitting batters as well, you've got to be wondering maybe if he's not okay out there.
And Peralta comes in to score.
At the plate.
And a second run is in. Boy, the continuation here of this offense is called big-time momentum.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate. The hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Now he's better than that. Bear down.
Marson's in the batter's box. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Boy, after that quality at bat, I mean, this offense just landing some serious body blows on this pitcher in this game.
Boy, you see this get started, it only builds confidence in the hitters. Now the first pitch. First pitch is a cut fastball, high, 1-0.
You know, Gary, you're right. It builds confidence in the hitters, but it also builds confidence in the day's pitcher, because he knows he doesn't have to be perfect now. He can pound the strike zone with strikes and be much more aggressive.
Ball. 1-1, a slider that misses, 2-1.
Well, third inning of this ball game, Gary, clearly he's run into a little bit of a brick wall and up over 20 pitches right here.
Now Floyd sets up, and the 2-1 pitch. That's foul, back behind the plate. Got him, and they're able to avert any more damage. Side retired. Gavin Floyd not having his stuff in that inning. We'll see if he gets it back. Still not the kind of inning he certainly wanted. 5 runs, 3 innings of work, allowing a 3 spot in the third. And it'll be the White Sox. We'll be looking to the leadoff batter later on in this inning, another AB. And here's Martin leading it off.
Third base. Number 24, Martin.
Hit up the middle, and that'll put Tien on first. That'll bring up Mark Kotsay.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Here's the pitch. Swings and misses the slider, 0-1. Last year, he'd like this average to be the overall number, 417 against the Indians. Swing and a liner to right center. And that's a base hit. Kotsay on it first. Tremendous situation now for the White Sox.
That's a good slider right there. That's a good piece of hitting. Staying with that breaking ball, waiting to read the break over the plate, putting a good swing on it.
And it's Juan Pierre now. He had a single in his last time up. And Pierre ready for the first pitch. It's strike one. Can't make contact on the fastball.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter. Swung late.
Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. This a great situation for some offense.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. Well, he's got an opportunity here. He can be a hero. You get an extra base hit, you're going to score some runs.
Well, you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get later in the game. You have to take advantage of this one. If you're going to make a comeback, now's the time to start.
Hit sharply towards the hole. That's one. And that's two. A double play.
At the plate for the Chicago White Sox. First base.
So Paul Konerko with a chance, 2 on and a couple away.
I looked locked in last night the way he swung the bat. Good stroke, good contact. See if he can't get it going again today to add those 2 hits from yesterday.
And he starts Konerko out. Swing and a long high drive left field way back there. They were trailing by 5, a 3-run homer, back to within 2. 3-run home run. You better believe that's important. Let's see the impact on our Pepsi WPHI.
Well, they didn't fool him with that changeup right there. He stayed back and drove it out of the park.
And that's the key, Steve. On those changeups, you've got to be patient, and he was.
And that's not easy to do when you're looking to drive in a run and help the club. Well, Gary, they need to continue to score, but already the White Sox have some momentum, and they've drawn close.
He deals. Lined up the middle. And another one. It's contagious. That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up.
But a key contributor in that last win. 3 big hits in that game, and he's seeming to find a way again to get it started.
A runner on first with 2 outs. And the first pitch. Swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. And it's up against the wall. Clinton is headed for third. And not stopping there. He's going for it. And the White Sox, they just keep rolling.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And Alex Rios up. Career 2 for 5 hitter off Aaron Laffey. Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1.
Looking for the ground ball out, trying to get the hitter to roll over on it. Throws that sinker on the outside corner.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Rios now to protect. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And in there, the White Sox will score. This lineup is making the most of every opportunity in this game.
Number 12, A.J. Pierzynski.
Well, that pitch down and away is the toughest in the game to hit. That's a perfect pitch from the pitcher. Great piece of hitting.
And keep that in mind. Next time around, we'll see whether or not he changes up and how he throws to this guy. And Saul Rivera is the pitcher as they make the pitching swap. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
A tremendous shift in momentum right here. I mean, they picked up 4 runs, so clearly making their way back into this ballgame, Gary.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. It's up against the wall and a bounce. They score the run. And here's Rios heading home. And the second run comes in. This lineup is making the most of every opportunity in this game.
Number 24.
It's 2 RBIs on that hit. Here's our WPA graph, courtesy of Pepsi.
Well, they need a big out right here, Gary. I mean, they're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
Mark Teahan looking to knock in a run. Well, they've done themselves quite a job here. This is a nice push at this point of the ball game to get out in front.
Well, you have to credit this lineup, Gary. Some quality at bats right now and taking advantage of the opportunities, and now they have a lead.
0-1. Rivera kicks and delivers. Swing and a line to left. That's caught. Side is retired. They've struck back to take the lead with an enormous offensive inning. The White Sox leading now. They've got the momentum.
The 4th inning.
Look at the manager, Ozzie Guillen.
center fielder.
And now his lineup is in
24,
overdrive.
Brady
Exciting
Sizemore.
bit of run production. A good way to keep your manager happy. And we're going to see Sizemore here. And we'll get to see Matt Thornton pitching. He's been chosen to take over out there.
Well, this wasn't the type of start the pitcher wanted, or the manager wanted, or his team wanted. Now they've got to see if the bullpen can do a little bit better.
The first pitch swung on, line softly towards center, and that is in there. The tying
Now
run is
coming
on
back
base.
for the Cleveland
So Asdrubal
Indians.
Cabrera will come up.
Shortstop, number
Well, this guy's
13,
got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
Runner on first. And he starts Cabrera out. First pitch inside with a fastball, ball one. He has 3 hits, 8 at bats against Thornton. The 1-0 pitch. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Over to second for one. And a double play. They got them both.
But Gary, you get a chance to look at this double play on the replay, and this is an outstanding effort to make the catch, get to the bag, and make the throw. That's a rally killer.
And that's going to deny the chance at a big inning here. 2 outs, bases empty. And the first pitch. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
The pitcher showing that he can effectively throw strikes on the inside part of the plate. The hitter now has to make an adjustment, possibly opening up for that pitch next time.
Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. The White Sox still on top. Bottom part of the order will get their chance offensively. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne, with Steve Phillips and John Crutch. And it's Mark Kotsay in the box now. Here's the first pitch to Kotsay. There's a swing and a smash. This one to Sizemore. He comes up with it easily here.
Chicago White Sox. Left fielder, number 6.
And here's Juan Pierre. 2 for 2 in the game. Bases empty with 1 away. Well hit towards the middle. And through for a base hit. 3 for 3 on that one. So that brings Alexei Ramirez up.
As much as you want to blame the pitching, we're now talking about more than one pitcher giving up all of these hits. Right now, you have to credit the offense. These guys are really swinging the bat.
Well, you take a look at Alexei Ramirez. He's one of the more exciting players in baseball.
Swing and lined up the middle. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single. So that puts Paul Konerko at the plate. Alexei Ramirez, yet another one of the Cuban defectors, getting a chance to play Major League Baseball.
Well, and the White Sox seem to think that he could be a top-of-the-order guy. He struggled in 2009, but if he can rebound from the 2009 season and have a season like he did in 2008, and along with Gordon Beckham, they have a great 1-2 punch.
He homered earlier in the ballgame.
It's nice to have a bat like this in the lineup because as you're going through the game, you know you've got a chance to score runs. Every time he comes to the plate, hits it out of the ballpark, he's driving the ball, he's doing a little bit of everything.
Pierre is heading home. There's the throw. Pierre scores. So the rally here energized. Every new opportunity they take advantage of.
Number 20, Carlos Quentin.
Now pitcher making a mistake right here, leaving it right over the heart of the plate. He squares it up, drives it, good contact at the plate to drive in a run.
Most of those kind of pitchers are going to get hit. That's an RBI knock. First pitch to Quinton. There's a swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep into right field. Gone. That's good for 3. Gives his team a 5-run lead now with a big 3-run knock.
Well, another one right there, Gary, and that's 2 home runs and for this team today, and they're spreading the wealth. White Sox lead expanding here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
Number 15, Jordan.
1 out, bases empty. Rivera with a delivery. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. And Steve, you give up that big fly ball, now trailing further in this one. Pitching's got to find a way to shut this down right now.
Well, that's right. Listen, now with the bases empty, you've got to get in your mind that you're starting over and get outs.
Strike 2, Gordon. Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone.
I saw the ball well last night, picking up 2 base hits in that game.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. 2 away.
For the Chicago White Sox, center fielder, number 51.
So Alex Rios, he'll try and keep it going.
Rios.
And he starts Rios out. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Oh, 1, Rivera kicks and delivers. And another one. It's contagious. And this rolls all the way to the wall. He'll hold there at second base, crediting with a double.
Well, this is getting ugly right now. I mean, he's given up hit after hit after hit. This offense has clearly figured him out. How much longer can you leave him in and take a beating?
And it'll be Jensen Lewis doing the pitching. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. Back there in deep left center. This one to Sizemore. And that one's put away to retire the side. So they add a 4 spot here to extend their lead even further. White Sox, they've got a commanding 5-run lead. And leading it off, Shin-Soo Choo. Drove in a run earlier in the game.
Shin-Soo Choo.
And Przenski calls for the pitch. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
Well, that's right down the chute. The hitter must have been looking for something else. Otherwise, you have to swing at that.
0-1 pitch, a fastball. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
Boy, that's some kind of fastball down in the zone right there. The hitter has to be ready for it or he's got no chance to hit it.
Got him. 1 away.
Up to the plate.
That's quite a break for having thrown that pitch at 86 miles per hour.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
And Johnny Peralta in. 1 hit, 15 at-bats lifetime off Thornton. Here's the pitch to Peralta.
Strike 1.
And it's 0-2. Johnny Peralta, he'll be swinging anything close.
Well, the pitcher has him right where he wants him, on the defensive. He could try to throw it out of the zone and get him to chase.
And Johnny Peralta swinging through it is gone.
Now we're going to get a chance, Gary, to see the 4-seam fastball in K-Camp.
2 straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, a pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K. You know he's throwing gas out there.
Base is empty with 2 outs. And here's the first one. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one. And here's the pitch. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. Last season, very good. 7 for 25 off the White Sox. Swings for a strike on the fastball. It'll be a 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch coming. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. And they aren't able to make any noise here in this half inning. The White Sox 10, Indians 5. And here's Mark Teahen leading it off. 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Number 24, Mark Teahen.
First one to Teahen. Here's the pitch. Swings on that first pitch. Misses the fastball. 0-1. Lewis with the pitch. And a foul ball. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Here's the four-seam fastball coming at you in K-Camp. Get a better look.
Mark Kotsay.
They made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes, sitting out.
Here's the first pitch to Kotsay. This one's grounded hard up the middle. And he gets it through. That's his second hit in the ballgame. So Juan Pierre will come up.
Well, that's hit number 15 in that for that one. And boy, you get 15 hits in a game. The manager can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
Runner at first with 1 down. And Pierre ready for the first pitch. Took something off and it swung on and missed. 0-1. The pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. And there's one. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second, just not able to turn the double play.
And Ramirez settles. Swing deep into right center field. Way back there. Gone! A 2-run homer. Now with that 2-run homer, they extend that lead to 7.
You can see that pitch up high in the zone. He's able to elevate his swing, get up on top of that ball, and drive it out of the park.
That is a great piece of hitting right there, and that's going to be good for 2. And it's Paul Konerko now.
For the Chicago White Sox, first baseman, number 14, Paul Konerko.
Base is empty and 2 down. And he starts Konerko out. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And in there for a base hit. He's 3 for 4 today. That's going to bring Carlos Quentin up.
Well, a big 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
Runner on first, 2 away. Lewis with the pitch. Now a swing and a shot toward second. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Now they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. And Brantley's in the box. He's 1 for 1 so far.
Number 23, Michael Brantley.
He delivers. Swung on and missed. 0-1. Nothing yet in 4 ABs last year against the White Sox. Swung on, line softly behind second base. And through into center field. That brings up Austin Kearns.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
A runner on first, no outs. And Kearns settles in, ready to go for his pitch. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball. And Austin Kearns watching that one go by. Count is even. Drilled towards the hole, and he gets it down. That's his third hit. 3 for 3. Now Cleveland, here's the chance they want.
Number 30.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
No one out yet. Runners at first and second. First pitch. And that's taken for a strike. He's gone 1 for 4 in his career against the White Sox. That misses. 1-1.
I had some difficulty making contact in the game last night, striking out twice.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the fastball. What away.
Well, the sad thing is the runner on second base had nowhere to go as he rings up the batter on 4 pitches.
And obviously, John Pitcher decided I'm going to worry about the hitter here and get him out of there.
Yeah, and we'll see if he can strand the runners again with some more great pitching.
And Grady Sizemore up.
Well, if the Cleveland Indians are going to have any chance of competing in 2010, their best player, Grady Sizemore, has to stay healthy and pick up these numbers.
Pitch on the way. And that misses for a ball. Grady Sizemore for the Indians and for himself. What a disappointing 09 season, hitting only .248.
Well, a lot of injuries. He hurt that elbow, and that caused a lot of problems with his swing. But he is a dynamic player and a great center fielder to build the team around.
Now Sizemore, a 3-1 count. He might want to drive one. He's got 4 hits in 13 lifetime at bats off Thornton. Line towards second, and that looks like an RBI and a single. And he's in there. Cleveland continuing to deliver big offense.
Oswald Cabrera.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far, and it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
And Cabrera settles in. Nice to get production, but sometimes it comes when you're pretty well under the bellwether.
Well, we just saw a quality at bat right there. Let's see what this guy does. You know what? Still a pretty big lead, but at least they're mounting a charge.
And we'll get to see Tony Pena pitching. The White Sox turning to a reliever here. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Here's the first pitch. First pitch way out of the zone. Ball 1. Not likely they're going to overcome it, Steve, but at least it's good to see they're not going to just surrender this thing and walk away quietly.
I agree. I mean, you have to give them credit for.
Line shot into center field. And another. Wow, that hitting coach is smiling. Tagged at home, and he is out of there.
Cleveland Indians. First baseman, number 7.
It's going to be Laporta now. Batting .250 last year, 3 for 12 against the White Sox. 2 down. Runners at first and second. Here's the delivery. Fastball misses away. 1-0. Ready with a 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a slider. Swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 on its way. This one's grounded foul wide of first. Now Przinsky positions himself, and Ramirez fields the ball, and he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. They pick up 4 hits in the inning, but manage only 1 run. The Indians hoping they can somehow dig their way out of this one. We're looking there at Manny Acton. This club's moving in the right direction offensively. Last half inning, pitching is now critical to give his guys a shot. They try and get this tied. And Beckham's in the box. And here's the first one. There's a swing, a ball hit high, deep, straightaway left field. And Alex Rios up.
Chicago White Sox center fielder, number 51.
No outs and nobody on base.
Rios.
And he starts Rios out. And that one's hit. Kearns to field. That's one away.
For the Chicago White Sox. Catcher, number 12.
It's going to be Przinsky. A couple of RBIs thus far.
Now driven in multiple runs in this one, Gary, and obviously a major part of why they're ahead.
Nobody on base, one away. First pitch on the way. That's it, pretty well down the line and left. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. And he's in at second with a double. 1-0.
The best hitters in the game use the whole field. You have to be able to go the other way, even when the pitch is over the heart of the plate. That's what he does right there.
Guys prolong their career, not with power, but with base hits that are hit that way. Martin looking to knock in a run. 5 at-bats lifetime, 4 hits off Lewis. First one to Tian. Here's the pitch. A swing line to left center. And he gets that one down. His second hit. 2 for 4 today.
And wow, that's an even 20 hits for this team in this one. An understatement. They have swung the bats well today.
Runners at first and third, one away. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And here's Przinsky heading home. And Przinsky comes in.
Now batting.
Well, clearly he would have loved to have found a hole out there, but at least in making this out, when the pitch over the heart of the plate, he did something right by advancing the run.
Now we'll see if they can take advantage of that and get that run home. Lewis with the pitch. Swung on, hit. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. Meat of the lineup coming to the plate. And leading it off, Shin-Soo Choo. Drove in a run earlier in the game.
Shin-Soo Choo.
And the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
Look, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes, get outs right now.
Here's the delivery. Pena with a strike 2. Good pitch.
Better to go after the fastball when a guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at that.
Liner towards the hole, and Konerko makes the catch.
Third base.
And Johnny Peralta in.
Johnny Peralta.
Base is empty, 1 out. First pitch. Fastball in there, 0-1.
A great 1 out here in the 7th inning. I mean, you have to like the way this is going. They're looking good. The pitcher's throwing strikes. The defense making plays. They've got a big lead. Everything feels good.
And good eye there by Johnny Peralta to even the count.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. That a swing and a miss by Peralta, and that'll knock the count up. Fastball got him 2 down.
Now up to the plate.
88 miles per hour, plenty of movement.
Second
He could have a lot of success throwing like that.
Luis
Good job of keeping him guessing by changing speeds out there.
Boy, John, you saw the effect of that swing. He wasn't even in the same time zone.
But going from off speed to a heater like that is never easy, and even guys that make the big bucks have a hard time adjusting.
Here's the pitch. He sends this one in the air towards center, and it drops in for a base hit.
Well, it's not going to take a genius to figure out that the hot zone for most major league hitters is a fastball right down the middle of the plate. That's exactly what the pitcher threw him, and that's why he got hit hard.
First pitch, here it comes. That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it, and it's through. That's a base hit. This a great situation for some offense.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. It's his third hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Two men on and 2 men out. Kern settles in, ready to go. First pitch. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Well, it's getting late right now. 2 outs here in the 7th inning, and they're down by a bunch of runs. They need to start to get something going right here, Gary.
And Austin Kearns watching that one go by. Count is even.
Trying to get the ground ball out. You throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
One-two pitch coming. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. The White Sox maintaining their lead. Batters 2 through 4 coming right up. And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. He homered back in the 5th.
Well, it's always nice to have a defensive replacement coming off the bench and holding a lead or holding a deficit and giving yourself a chance to win. Now he needs to come up with a big play.
Lewis with the pitch. And that'll bring up Paul Konerko.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
Runner on first base, nobody out. And he starts Konerko out. Here's one hit very well deep. That's 1 down.
Now up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
And it's Carlos Quentin in the box now. He's driven home 3 in this one.
He's just on a tear right now. He's seeing the ball so well. He's driving in runs, scoring runs, hitting home runs, doing a little bit of everything to help his team win.
One down, runner at first. First pitch to Quinton towards the middle and in there. He gets that one down. That's his third hit, 3 for 5.
Well, anytime you're a hitter, you can get 3 hits in a game. You're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
And Beckham's in the box. He's got a .292 average when going up against the Indians. Hit sharply towards the hole. And it gets through. He's had the swing going today. On base 3 out of 5.
Well, with that big hit right there, he only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But hey, that's the toughest one to get. Let's see if he can do it.
And he starts Rios out. Swung on line to right center field. And it gets down as Ramirez will come home. And the throw. And Quinton scores too. And he scores run number 3. He will clear the bases. What a shot. A 3 RBI triple. Well, I was already to mark this down on the card as a double. Put another line in there.
Well, he didn't let up at all, Gary. Great effort on his part. Took a chance, but he made it.
Amazing thing is he was able to do it standing up. And we've got Chris Perez out on the mound. He'll be the reliever for the Indians. Johnny gets going here against these White Sox bats. What are you expecting?
Well, pitcher that's trying to find his way in the big leagues, Chris Perez, he has yet to establish himself as either a dominant closer or a middle guy. He's basically a one-inning pitcher, but when he comes in, look for the radar gun to get lit up because he can get it up there in the high 90s.
And that's a strike. A.J. Pierzynski now behind in the count. Defensive stance at the plate.
Well, tables completely turned around here, and obviously, you know, they were behind early on, never let up, remained confident they could come back offensively. Good offensive approach. They've got the lead here in the 7th.
And another foul ball.
Well, that pitch right there up in the strike zone is a pitch that normally this hitter would drive, but the fact that he's in the hole 0-2, he had to take a more defensive approach, and he just fouled it off.
There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. It's off the wall on a hop, and Rios comes in.
Now up to the plate.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far. And it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
And on second, 1 away. Perez with the delivery. And he swings and hits this one foul. Here's a swing and a broken bad line drive. And that'll put Tien on first.
Well, anytime you're a hitter, you can get 3 hits in a game. You're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
2 men on, 1 out. First pitch on the way. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1.
Oh, he just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
0-1 offering from Perez. Back there in deep left center. This one rolls through to the wall. And Pierzynski comes in. Tien's on his way home. And safe at the plate. Just gets in there before the tag. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Pierre.
They need to get an out right now. I mean, this offense just has kept the pressure on them. They need to regroup and get an out.
And Pierre ready for the first pitch. Fielded by Cabrera. And Pierre is retired.
Now up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
RBI situation, Alexei Ramirez. Working on a fine ball game, 3 for 5 to this point.
He's swinging the bat very well today and doing a little bit of everything. Driving in runs, hitting the ball out of the ballpark, having a good ball game.
Two outs and a runner on second. And Ramirez settles in, first pitch.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
Number 14, Paul Konerko.
Perez with the delivery. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. And it's off the right field wall. And Kotsay crosses the plate.
Now up to the plate.
Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
First pitch to Quinton. Takes a swing, but he's too late on that one. Strike one. 4 for 20 last year against the Indians. Hot shot towards the hole. That gets through. The runner's going to come in to score.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
Jordan Beckham.
And Beckham's in the box. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
And the first pitch. The grounder to Peralta. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. They break this thing open, an enormous inning here. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. End of the order is going to try and kick it off offensively. It's going to be Rice now.
Catcher, number 65, Bob Rice.
Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the ninth to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Headed for the middle. Oh, that'll move you on the mound. He just barely got out of the way. And so there he is at first base, and there's still nobody out.
Number 24, Grady Sizemore.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike one. Swing, a ball hit high in the air, deep to left field. Over the wall, goodbye, a 2-run homer.
Now, Gary, a grown man hit that one. That's way out of here.
I'm not sure you can hit a ball any harder or farther than he just did.
Now back
it's been a long day for the pitching today, Gary, for the Indians, but at least maybe now the offense can get something going.
Base is clear, no outs. No outs and the base is empty. And here's the first one. And he holds off with the pitch low, 1-0. Well, the runs allowed in this ball game, Steve, have just come to a point now where you've got to have a really massive offensive output to get back.
You put so much pressure on your offense when your pitchers let you down early in the game. It makes it very difficult to come back.
One away now.
First base, number 7.
It's going to be Laporta now. 1 out, nobody on. On the way. And that's by him, 0-1. The pitch. Pena with a strike 2. Good pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
Well, good sequence of pitches right there, using location and selection to get the strikeout.
2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he could drive. They pounded a fastball down and in for a strike.
Second pitch cuts on a fastball, misses, and it's 0-2.
The hitter needs a 2-strike approach. Shorten up the swing. Think about going the other way.
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they cut into that deficit by a couple of runs. Still a long way to go. The Indians hoping they can somehow dig their way out of this one. Quick look at Ozzie Guillen looking up. He has to be pleased with his team's performance so far today.
You know, they're losing a little bit in the defensive department with this change. It may be geared more toward offense. It's just odd to make this move right now.
And Alex Rios up. Came up with a bases-loaded triple in his last plate appearance.
He's driven in 4 runs. Good production offensively, and that's why they're ahead.
Perez with the delivery. There's a swing and a liner. So Rios is sent down.
Number 12.
It's going to be Brzezinski. Doubled home run in his last at bat.
Well, I tell you, offense and defense, getting it done, 3 RBIs and a quality defensive play.
One out, bases empty. Here's the first pitch. Shot towards the hole, and it's in there. He continues to get on base. That's hit number 4 in this game. That brings up Mark Teahan.
We talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
1 out, runner on at first. First one to Teahan. Here's the pitch. Perez gets him to swing. That'll be missed and a strike.
Well, if there's ever been a time they needed a ground ball double play, it is right here. I mean, you cannot let this offense keep going. You've got an out. You got a man on first base. Roll 2.
Now a ball hit high in the air. Left field, way back. Goodbye, a 2-run homer. 2-run homer just adds to a terrific hitting game they've had.
Well, Well, you have to credit the pitcher for getting him 0-2, but he didn't waste the pitch. He threw him a meatball, and he paid for it.
Boy, he certainly wasn't just trying to protect the plate on that swing. And here's Mark Kotsay.
The Chicago White Sox. Designated hitter, number 30, Mark Kotsay.
Base is empty with one away. The pitch. There's a bullet towards third. It's a fair ball headed into the corner for extra bases. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
1 on, 1 out. And Pierre ready for the first pitch. Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. 2 men have been put away.
Now back for the Chicago White Sox.
And a shot here for Alexi Ramirez. 2 down. He's looking for hit number 5 in the ballgame.
Well, they find themselves ahead on this one, and obviously 2 big at-bats from him so far in the game. Driving it around with a base hit, and then the home run, driving the ball out of the ballpark. So getting his pitches and doing some damage.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch towards center field. And that's going to do it. Sizemore's there. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. Taking a look there, Manny Acta. Trying to feel what he's thinking right now. It's a very tough game. Maybe thinking about some adjustments as we move forward. And we'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching as they make the pitching swap. Steve, as he faces these Cleveland hitters, primary emphasis is what?
Well, you take a look at this big body guy and Bobby Jenks out on the mound right here, and you know it's about power because of his size. But it's his off-speed pitches, the secondary pitches, the slider, the changeup, the curveball that make him overall effective.
Here's the pitch to Peralta. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, I think right now offensively you've got to start getting base runners. Get as many as you can. I mean, you're down a ton, so you don't need big hits. You don't need home runs. You need base runners.
Jenks with a delivery. Beckham retiring Peralta.
Just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground, and obviously they've got a hill still to climb and running out of time right now. Only 2 outs remaining, so they've got to get something going and keep it going.
And it'll be Valbuena standing in to hit. A very good 5 for 17 last year off the White Sox on the road. Oh and 1. Jenks kicks and deals. That one falls in there for a base hit.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. Don't try to force things. The ball's away. He drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat, and he did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit. That's how you do it.
Jenks with a delivery. That's on the outside corner for a strike.
Well, he couldn't have asked for a better pitch. He lights the ball down the middle like every hitter, and he got a fastball. You got to swing the bat.
Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. And he lays off there, 1-2.
Well, that 2-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
The 1-2 pitch. Late break to that thing. Tough to lay off it, but it's 2-2. Hard grounded to short, and he's got it in time for the out.
for the Cleveland
Down to their final out right here, Gary. So, I mean, they're looking pretty dire at this point. And, you know, but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though.
Two outs and a runner on second. And Kern settles in, ready to go for his pitch. Hit on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
White Sox win this in a lopsided victory, a dominating performance, Gary.
Now we'll look at our Pepsi Clutch performer, our stand-up performance, deserving of recognition, Paul Konerko. Konerko just made all the difference.
Well, anytime you have 3 legs of the cycle, you know you've had a decent enough game to help your team win. Look, would he have loved to hit the triple to get the cycle, something that's rarely done in Major League Baseball? Sure he would. But I think if you ask him after the game, he's going to say, look, all I want to do is help our team win. And that's what he did with those big, big hits.
Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
Now, you and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu.